Hello and welcome to highlights of stage 2 of the Lloyds Tour of Britain men, starting and finishing in the beautiful market town of Stowmarket today. 166.3 kilometres awaited, a 4.6 kilometre neutralised section. Another tough day expected through Suffolk. It did take a few attempts before the first breakaway of the day was established, but it did contain Ben Wiggins and Josh Charlton of Great Britain, Matthijs de Vries and Andreas Stockbro of Teutenberg Rockets. Unfortunately, the two Brits, Ben Wiggins and Josh Charlton, going down on a left-hand turn. It would be the end of their day in the breakaway. They were passed by the peloton. They were up and on their way, but it did leave us 4 at the head of the race, with the team of Visma Lease Bike in the yellow and black controlling things on the front of the bunch. So Matthijs de Vries, Andreas Stockbro, Raphael Rice and Baptista Veerstroffer were the 4 members of the breakaway group. The first intermediate sprint of the day, it was taken by the Unibet Teutenberg Rockets rider, Andreas Stockbro. He took the 3 seconds ahead of Baptista Veerstroffer. The young fans out in force along the side, getting a shower there from, it looked like Julien Alaphilippe. The showers for the riders, though, would come all day. The Shimano neutral service car was kept busy. Andreas Stockbro was the second rider from the breakaway to get neutral service after Baptista Veerstroffer of Lotto early on in the day. Tough, gnarly, gritty conditions for the riders here in the Tour of Britain. We went on to the only King of the Mountains point of the day, a Category 3, a climb 1.4 kilometres in length. And Andreas Stockbro going after the 4 points at the summit, gapping his 2 breakaway companions. Raphael Rice of the Any Colour team dropped on the climb. And there was a question of, would Stockbro decide to persist with this effort over the top? The answer, though, would be no. And he would be joined again by his breakaway companions. The peloton cresting the summits under the shadow of the Welsh flags. Veerstroffer not happy with the 2 Unibet riders in the breakaway. They were all swept up, despite them all looking to try and be the last rider standing. Unfortunately, there was a crash with 2 kilometres to go that took down on riders such as Thymen Aresman, wearing number 5 in the orange of the Ineos Grenadiers. Along with him, Bauke Mollema. Aresman had also had a puncture and got back into the bunch. Tight finish, a corner with around 600 meters to go. Bahrain victorious, exiting the corner very much in control. Stage 1 winner Olav Kooij in the green jersey. At this point, nowhere to be seen. Rory Townsend of Q36.5 getting brought through and narrowing. It opened up, and it would be the British champion Sam Watson that would launch his sprint for the finish. Lampier coming through, but on the wheel in the green jersey as race leader with the yellow and black helmet. Olav Kooij with 200 meters to go. It opened up. The double doors were thrown open wide, and Olav Kooij marched through. Tom Krabbe of the Flanders Baloise team coming home for a great second place. A breakthrough ride on day 2 here by the Team Flanders Baloise rider, but 2 wins from arguably the fastest sprinter in this year's Lloyds Tour of Britain. Olav Kooij takes the stage, and with it, the 10 bonus seconds extends his lead in the general classification. Cool, calm amongst the chaos and mayhem, the rough and tumble of the sprint. Olav Kooij makes it 2 from 2. Great job done by Visma Lease Bike today. Onto the podium for another green leader's jersey here in the Lloyds Tour of Britain men. Can he make it 3 tomorrow? That is the big